Welcome to the Artisan Empire. Welcome to the question and answer show. Today we are bringing in coffee professionals. Today we are having Mr. Deepak. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you so much, brother.
Can you tell us briefly about yourself and the coffee history?
Okay, so I'm Deepak. I'm from Nepal, and I've been in Dubai working in coffee industry for around 10 years almost, including the commercial coffee. I worked before in commercial coffee as well, and I've been in specialty coffee is around 5 years, and right now I'm working with the Emirati Coffee Roastery in Dubai. And yeah, I have
That's good. That's good to hear.
I've learned a lot of things in coffee industry, which is totally new for me when I started as a specialty barista compared with the commercial coffee. And yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still
What
learner.
is mostly the difference between, so for people who are outside, they want to know what is mostly the difference between commercial and specialty coffee?
Okay, so the main thing that I have noticed in specialty coffee and commercial coffee is the coffee quality itself. And commercial coffee has that different, distinct, that classic coffee taste that people are enjoying for a long time. And there is a new trend that came in coffee industry, which is specialty coffee. And it's been around, I think, not more than 10 years. Dubai is also introduced a lot of specialty coffees, which was totally new experience even for the baristas and also the consumer as well. So, and also in that people have experience about the coffee itself. That coffee is different. Coffee has its distinct flavors regarding its places or altitude. We got a lot of things. Unlike before, we used to drink whatever coffee, it tastes all same.
Amazing, amazing.
Yes.
So this trend you are saying, and how does it affected Nepal, your home country, and how are the people reacting to specialty coffee?
Yes, unlike in Dubai or any parts of the world, Nepal is still, I would say, we are still behind regarding the specialty coffee because I would say it's all about the education. People still are not aware that we are hoping, but it's going last few, let's say, 2 years or 3 years.
Nice.
It's started a lot of specialty coffees as well, and we are hoping to get some big changes in coming years as well. And we have already started to see a lot of roasteries, especially focus on the specialty coffee, and especially in Pokhara and Kathmandu, that is the main hub for the specialty coffees. And there are a lot of events going on to promote the specialty coffee in Nepal. So that is helping a lot for our customers as well as the farmers in Nepal, and they are getting into the specialty coffee, and then they are getting the importance of that coffee that we are trying to explain the.
Amazing, amazing. Since you mentioned awareness, yes, mostly coffee producing countries, the awareness and the consumption is very low. I'm glad you also touched on that. What do you want to tell to those that are aspiring to be roasters like you, professional baristas like you, business minded in coffee? What is your advice to those that want to join in the industry?
The main thing that I would always, whenever I started like my own business, or I started to explore my own experience and have my own impact in specialty coffee in Nepal, I would not only in Nepal also, I would suggest to all of those who wants to get involved in the coffee business. I would say that you need to first go briefly, let's say, start learning, or let's say have a, let's say, I
Courses and all that.
Yes, you need to understand also the market as
The
well.
market as well.
And
So
because you need to know that what is the market, because the place that you have worked and the place that you want to have your own business might be a different market strategy, and you need to apply those things. And apart from that, you need to also focus on the education. That is the first point that I would suggest to people, because unless people are not aware or they don't know like about the education or let's say the history, the processing, everything from farm to cup. If they understand the importance of those things, it will be easier for the market or for the that certain place to help to grow the business a lot. So
That's
education,
good.
I would say, the first priority, and after that, yes, we can also like give the information to the customers as well about the importance of the cup that they are having.
Thank you for that advice. And any big advice you got from someone else that inspired you? And
Never the main thing that I have got inspired mostly from my seniors, and also like I have noticed with my experience also that never lose hope and never give up on the things that you are trying to do. Always continue your passion. If you have passion, if you love your work, definitely you're gonna achieve something special in your life. Even though you're gonna fail one time, two time, never lose hope and never give up. That's the main advice that I
great advice from the professionals you're hearing yourself. And before we round off, who is your role model in coffee? Who inspired you to be in coffee, and how did you start?
In coffee there are a lot of people that admire me a lot, and then I would say there are a few people that is the most and because since I started as a roaster, I would say the Joe Moraco from US. I don't know if you guys know, he's also known as the Roaster Joe. He helped me a lot to be in this coffee roasting let's say department, or let's say in this career, that helped me a lot. And apart from that, I have other roasters as well, especially in Dubai also. I have other friends as well. They inspired me a lot, and I would name my friends as well. They inspired me a lot, and yeah.
That's very nice, good advice for everyone. Thank you so much for being on the show,
welcome.
and it has been a pleasure to follow up. And before we go, anything that you want to share in the next 1 year or 2 years? How do you see yourself in the industry in the next 2, 3 years?
So I have learned a lot of things, and still there are a lot of things to learn, because the learning is not the ending always. There is no perfect, there is no 100% in learning something. So coffee, as we know all, that it's always keep on changing. There are a lot of things, updates, there are a lot of things coming on. So I always want to explore more about the coffee, and also that knowledge I would apply it not only at work, also at the business, and then awareing people, awareing baristas, helping baristas. That will help to promote our industry more in the future, not only in the different part of the world or UAE, also
Amazing.
all around the world. And it's all about sharing the knowledge.
We can spend all day with this gentleman, amazing, passionate, all the
Thank you so
advice that
much.
we had. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you for being on the
Thank
show.
you so
Thank
much.
you once
Thank you
again.
so much. It's my
Best of
pleasure.
luck and everything that you and best endeavors in your coffee career.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Yeah, yeah, drinking dope, turn me to a superhero, yeah, yeah, hit that pill, turn me